Hello and welcome to week 15.
It was quite an interesting one because I planned to do a soft reboot in regards of walking around again. So I planned to do some steps here and there, but ended up doing a lot more due to the fact that this week is also quite heavily dominated by the Fantasy Film Fest. And to that regard, I have to walk a lot there and back home every day, which adds up to quite a lot of steps. So if you want to see what else happens this week, then stay with me, and as always, thanks for watching. Hi there, it's Sunday and it's a new week. And as you can see, I'm walking around a little bit, but I will say this week will be all about me listening to my body and just doing as much as I can. I don't want to overdo it. Once my feet start to itch a little bit, I will stop walking and will head home. So it will be most likely be me just walking around the cemetery because it's so close by and not venturing out into very far away regions, because then if the feet starts hurting, getting back might be a little bit tricky, at least on the quick. So what else? Today I will have my sister over and we will watch some movies, I guess, which is always a nice capper for the weekend until the next work week begins tomorrow, which we cannot avoid, you know. The good thing though is that I only have like 2 days left to work, and then I head into my movie festival that I'm going to every year, the Fantasy Film Fest. The main festival will start on Wednesday, so I have like 8 days of movies in front of me, which will make it a little bit tough to do my daily videos, but I hope I will be creating some more review videos on the go, which should be also a nice addition to the channel. But you will find out next week, I guess, how everything works out. It's Monday and I'm trying to catch the last sun rays for a little bit of walking. And I have lost a little bit of time because after work I was just planning to lay down for like 5 minutes, and of course that became a little bit over an hour. When I came out, I found this scenario here. So basically the whole main street where I live is under construction, and I know that they said there will be a little bit of change in the public transportation plan starting Monday, and it's Monday and they didn't waste any time, didn't they? So basically I think over the next few days I have to walk everywhere instead of going by public transportation to reach the next connection points, which I guess is a good thing because I wanted to walk more anyway, but also is a little bit of an issue because over the next 2 weeks I'm being at the movie festival, Fantasy Film Fest. So it means I have to deal with this every day. So let's see how this will work out. But now for a little bit of walking. Hi there, it's Tuesday and today was my last day before my PTO starts, because as I said yesterday, tomorrow I will head down to a movie festival for 8 days. So of course the last day of work always means working a little bit longer, because you want to wrap up everything that is open to make sure that there's nothing left behind that might create any confusion. So that meant I was working till a little bit after 8 p.m. and at that time it was already dark outside, so I opted today to not have a walk. But that might have been just as well, because I think even if it is a soft reboot, after just 2 weeks of not walking and then the first 2 days of walking, I had such sore muscles that I was wondering what was going on. But that just goes to show how fast muscles can get used to not being used anymore. But that's just today, and starting tomorrow I have to walk to the train station anyway, because there's the big construction site I showed you yesterday. It's the first day of my vacation and I'm heading to the Fantasy Film Fest to watch 8 days of movies. 33 movies in 8 days, so that is nice. And we are off to a good start, because of course there is this construction work going on around my flat. So that made me just walk to the train station to be sure I'm on time, because everything around that construction site is making things be late. arriving here, of course, I found out that the train that I just checked out a few minutes before to make sure it's coming and it is on time was cancelled. But there's the next one that I have to take now, so I will take this.
We even had some live music, which wasn't that bad, but right next to my ear. Well, I missed the tram, aka streetcar, that went in that direction, so I headed back and took the one which went into the other way, yet also led to the same place.
A 5-minute foot walk, which I will spare you. So in a nutshell, roughly 50 minutes to get here, and at night roughly 1 hour to get back. But for the next 8 days, this is the way. Hey, it's day 2 of Fantasy Film Fest. And it is the first day with a full schedule, because yesterday they just shown 2 movies which were kind of solid. So I hope I can this year get into creating more reviews for the film fest. But as you know, I always overpromise and underdeliver on that, so I won't promise anything this year. It will be quite interesting though how it will turn out with losing weight over this period. Because just sitting in the movie theater is not the best recipe for losing weight, but getting there and getting back home in the evening is bringing in a lot of steps. Though I have to say, if you're wondering about the steps on screen, the steps in the evening when I go home are already counted for the next day. So it's a little tricky this time. What I'm doing though is quite a nice plan, I think, because I'm just having like 6 bread rolls baked up in the morning. I will eat 2 for breakfast, and the rest I will take as sandwiches into the movie theater, which adds up to like 30 points of my 40 I have per day. But then to stay healthy, I also will take like 1 kilogram of vegetables with me, which earns me 10 points, which then can be taken as snacks or something like that. So I will see how to manage that. But at the end of the day, on paper at least, I should lose weight. Let's see if that really is happening in real life as well. Friday, everyone. Well, actually it is already Saturday, but since I haven't gone to bed yet, I still count it as Friday. Much unlike my health app, who already counted the steps I did to get home today into tomorrow, so I already earned like 4,500 steps that will count towards Saturday. I just wanted to quickly check in because I haven't filmed anything today, I think. So as a quick update, day 3 was quite
interesting regarding movies. So no big turd yet, but it's very tough to get home because the last movie usually goes until 12:30 or maybe even later. And then all of the public transportation is already in night mode, and that means it takes like 2 hours to get home. So yesterday it took me 2 hours to get home, and today it was almost the same. I was a little bit quicker today because at the weekend the traffic usually is a little bit better planned out. But still, it is a hassle. Regarding weight loss, it should work out quite well. Like I said before, at least on paper everything looks fine. So usually I go with like a lot of bread rolls that come up to 30 points, then like a kilogram of vegetables, which adds 10 points, so I have like 20 points per day left that I can use for other stuff, and this is usually reserved for some snacks here and there. And today I didn't even get to the snacks because I didn't want to fill up on snacks, and as I knew that the way home will be quite long, I invested a little bit into some warm foods, which today was a dürüm döner, which is similar to the döner kebab, but with a different kind of bread. So you only have like a very thin layer that kind of looks like pizza dough but uncooked. And with that I usually also save some points compared to a regular döner kebab. So that was my treat. It still fitted into my daily regimen. So I hope when Sunday comes I have lost a little bit, but we will find out soon.
Hey there, it's day 4 of the Fantasy Film Fest, and so far I have to say the program is quite convincing. I mean, there is no big turd yet. So today there are 5 movies, we will see what that will bring. I'm still curious in finding out how my diet will fit into that all. I said like 1,000 times on paper it should work, though I guess yesterday the idea with having a dürüm may not have been my best and glorious idea. But it still should have fitted in because I had the points for it. So we will see. Basically, I'm as curious as you are what will happen tomorrow when I have to step onto the scales. But now for some movies. It's Sunday, and since I'm on the way to the Fantasy Film Fest, day 5, and a train was just cancelled or postponed or whatever, I don't know. It's the usual daily routine. I just take the time to do a quick update. So as you know, Sundays is weighing day. And unfortunately today I was a little bit surprised because I was expecting my weight to get at least a little bit down, but it was virtually unchanged since last week, which is not too bad. It's better than gaining weight, but I still expected a different outcome, as you might have imagined. So overall I'm still at 12 kilograms being down from the start of this series. And the good news though is that all other values are also pretty much virtually unchanged, except for the body fat index that was going down a little bit and the muscle mass index that was going up proportionally. So I guess even though I was planning for a soft reboot this week, I was walking quite a lot, and this might have all added up to me gaining muscle mass again, which is also a good thing. So that's me for this week. I hope your week was a little bit more successful than mine, though it was still not a failure on this end here. And we will see each other next week if you'd like to join me again. Till then, have a nice week.